Hello class, I'm going to read today about uses of rock. So if you watched the video last week, we talked a little bit about rocks from space. We're not getting to hit on everything, but just small things. I'm getting this information from the Kingfisher Science Encyclopedia. Some of you may already have this at home if you have older siblings that go to Karis. This is a textbook used in 4th, 5th, 6th, and I think it's still used as a reference in some of those other grades beyond that. It's a great resource, but I am opening to page 220, and I'm going to read just excerpts from this about rocks and stone, okay? I'm going to try to sit closely so you can see. I'm going to start where it says stone. Common types of stone are limestone, basalt, granite, marble, and sandstone. Stone is extracted from quarries, which are pits in the ground or in hillsides. In one method of quarrying, called dimension stone quarrying, blocks of stone are cut from the rock. Hand tools and power saws are used to cut blocks into useful shapes and sizes. In crushed stone quarrying, rocks such as granite, limestone, and sandstone are blasted apart using explosives. How many of you guys want to be a part of that? Yeah. All right. But not until you're older, right? Until you're a grown-up. Yeah. All right. The rubble is collected and used for making concrete and for road building. Okay. So limestone is obtained from quarries like this one in County Durham in England. Limestone is used as a raw material for making cement and concrete. Blocks of limestone can be used for building. I'm going to zoom in on that picture so you can see. Look how big it is. Okay. We're going to talk about concrete. It just referred to that in what we read. So, concrete is made by mixing cement with solids called aggregates, which include sand, gravel, and small stones. When water is added, this mixture forms a heavy paste that gradually hardens to a solid. Concrete has many advantages. It is cheap and durable, and its raw materials are widely available in many parts of the world. Concrete can be mixed on building sites as it is needed or delivered as a paste. Unlike brick and stone, this paste can be molded, poured, or sprayed to form many different shapes. Concrete is used to build bridges, dams, piers, roads, as well as apartment and office buildings. Concrete can withstand very strong compressive or crushing forces. It has less resistance to tensile or stretching forces, which tend to pull it apart. This weakness can be overcome by combining concrete with steel, which resists tensile forces. In reinforced concrete, for example, concrete is poured around steel bars or nuts. The tensile strength can be improved by stretching the steel framework before the concrete sets around it. This technique is called pre-stressing. In another technique called post-tensioning, nuts on the ends of the reinforcement bars are tightened after the concrete has set. In both cases, the bars increase the strength of the concrete considerably. Now, remember, concrete is mixing cement with solids, and that includes sand, gravel, and small stones. So you do see some rocks available. I'm going to read the excerpts and then show you some of these pictures, okay? So the ornate frontage of the New York Stock Exchange was carved from blocks of stone. This impressive building, designed by George B. Post, was completed in 1903. Do you see those columns? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, and now this structure I think is one of the most interesting ones I've seen, and you can probably look up pictures on the internet and figure out a little bit more information, but this is called the Opera House, and it's located in Sydney, Australia. It was completed in 1973, so that's going to be kind of around the year, well, probably a little before the years your parents were born. But the distinctive shells were built by mounting a skin of more than 1 million ceramic tiles on a framework of 2,194 precast concrete ribs. I have to be honest, I don't know a lot about building, and so even the things I read, I would have to go back and reread again to really understand it. But this is such an impressive structure. I think it's really unique. So to summarize, You can use rocks in building, and we see that all the time. We do have bricks, which is made out of clay, but you can see, especially with these columns, if you see some of the older buildings, it's beautiful. I would encourage you with a parent to look up places that are made with rock, and it would probably be a really fun thing to investigate. Thanks, students, and have a wonderful rest of the day.